Hey, Jeremiah, and congrats on being drafted to the Philadelphia Eagles. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good. How are you?
Great. We'll kick it off with Chris, and then we'll go to John after.
Hey, Jeremiah, congrats on being drafted. Could you take us through what that moment was like, hearing your name, going there and being around family when that moment happened that you know that you're coming back to the Eagles?
No, it was great. It was a great moment. It's something that I worked to try to be at and try to accomplish my whole life. And I'm extremely grateful. I thank God. I thank, the Eagles organization for giving me that chance and that having the opportunity. And I'm just ready to get to work now.
We'll go to John and then Howard.
Hey, Jeremiah, congrats. Welcome back. I'm sure you're here. And, obviously there's so much speculation with your dad, his history with this organization. What did it mean to you to finally see it come to fruition and be able to follow him and sort of potentially be that stalwart with the Philadelphia Eagles?
It definitely, means a lot. I know the type of legacy he left with this organization and the fans, just how they treat him and coaches that he's played for and players he's played for with the Eagles. And it definitely means a lot to be able to play, come in and, continue that legacy and just, try to help out the team any way I possibly can. I'm a hometown kid and Eagles were always my favorite team growing up. So it's definitely great to be able to play for them and just have the opportunity that I had.
We'll go to Howard and then Ed.
It, is Trot your nickname, or is that just stick with your dad? That's the first thing.
Yeah, a lot of people growing up always call me Trot. That's really the go-to. I don't know why, but everybody always that's like the go-to as far as like calling me Trot.
Okay, so now the question is, I don't know how many indications you got about where you were going to be selected. So now you get through day two. How tough was that? Going to sleep that night and then seeing linebackers come off the board in day three. I mean, nervousness. What was it like?
For me, just anxious. You never know what's going to happen when it comes to the draft. But I kept my faith in God that I was going to end up right where I need to be and right where He wanted me. And I feel like that it worked out. And I'm grateful to have this opportunity. And at the end of the day, it's just you always got to prove yourself no matter what round you go in. And I'm just ready to get to work and try to help out the team, however I need to, and how whatever way the coaches feel like I can and need to. So I'm ready to get to work.
One more question: how many teams kind of gave you some indication that you could be going to that team?
Honestly, from talking all my meetings, with teams, they went very well, and they like me as a player, like what I could do. Not everybody's gonna love you, but I feel like a good amount. I had great conversations with them, but sometimes it just doesn't work out. Maybe they like another guy just as much or more. But at the end of the day, I can't really focus on that because those are things I can't control. I just was waiting patiently, see where I could go, and the Eagles ended up giving me that opportunity to be able to come, and I'm ready to go, and I'm give everything I got.
Thanks
We'll
and
go
welcome.
to we'll go to Ed and then Martin.
Hey, congratulations, Jeremiah.
Thank you.
I wanted Howie Roseman in his pre-draft talk with us was asked about local players and what his view was on them, and he thought it was important to kind of understand what it's like to be in this city, to understand the vibe in this city. I mean, what's your take on the fan base? It can be pretty demanding, and how you're used to it. I guess you've seen it. So, how important is that for you?
Yeah, no, I definitely I've been in the area. I know how that they'll love you up, but also get on you when you need to hear it. But I feel like that's just what comes with the job title, and anywhere that you go play for, or that's what you're gonna get. And coaches too, they love you up and get on you when you need it. So that's just when you can play a sport at such a high level and have this type of profession, you just got to be able to roll with the punches and keep working and try to make sure that you're the best that you possibly can be and just control what you can control.
We'll go to Martin and then Zach.
Hi, Jeremiah. Congrats on getting selected. I wanted to ask you, Obviously, you grew up with your dad as a linebacker, but like, how are you different from him? Like the way he played and everything like that. It seems like you guys don't have the same style, I guess. How would you describe your game compared to his?
I'd probably say definitely the size and just how our body types are and how we play the game. He played, the game where he's more like trying to, up in the gap, spiking gaps, running, getting downhill, and just blowing up linemen. And more in today's game, I'm more of a run around, run sideline to sideline. I got to be able to play out in space. So I feel like that's the biggest part of our games that are different in the style of play that we have.
We'll go to Zach and then Jeff.
Hey, Jeremiah. At the combine, you spoke about how like you were proud of being Jeremiah Trotter's son, and you never shied away from that. When you were at St. Joe's Prep, when you were growing up, how did you kind of deal with, I don't know if the term's pressure, but kind of all that came with carrying that name's legacy, like you mentioned before?
Honestly, for me, I didn't feel like there was any pressure. My dad always would talk to me and say, I mean, there is no pressure. You're on your own player, your own man. You have your own journey. We're different, and as far as how we play the game. And I just got to go out there and be me, use the tools that God blessed me with, and try to just use them to the best of my ability and try to be the best player I can be as like an individual. So I don't feel like there's any pressure to live up to like his legacy or anything. Um, I don't feel like there's a weight on my back. I'm just trying to get to work and just be the best I can be.
We'll go to Jeff and then Olivia.
I guess, Jeremiah, a lot of people want to know if you want to wear number 54. It's open.
I definitely will ask them, if I can wear that. Hopefully they'll give it to me. That I really appreciate it.
We'll go to Olivia and then finish with Ed.
Hey, Jeremiah, congratulations. If you wouldn't mind just painting the picture for us a little bit, where were you when you got the call? What was that call like, and what was both your and your dad's reactions?
I was actually in the car with my uncle, my dad, one of my aunts, because we just finished up watching the spring game. I was at my brother's spring game, trying to make sure I supported him as well. But I was watching that, and then we got in the car, and I was watching the draft on my phone. I had it up, and I got the call. I saw the tag. It said PA, and I immediately knew who it was going to be, and just super happy. My dad, shed some tears, and my uncles and my aunt, giving me hugs and everything. But just super happy, super grateful for the opportunity. So it was definitely an emotional moment.
And we'll finish with Ed here.
Yeah, Jeremiah, your teammate Will Shipley's coming to Philadelphia as well. What kind of light can you shed on him as a player, person, teammate, all that stuff?
I'd probably say if you want to think of somebody that's committed to his craft and just being a great person, Will Shipley would be a picture of Will Shipley would come up. He's a great teammate, a great person. He's a man of God, very strong in his faith. And just overall, he's just a very hard worker and wants to be the best he can be. And he's a team guy. So he's very passionate about the game. So I could go on and on about, my Will Shipley, but the Eagles definitely got a really great player with him. And I'm glad, be reunited, in Philadelphia, be able to, continue to be teammates.
Thank you for your time, Jeremiah. Congrats again.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.